Hello, today is Sunday, April the 7th, 2024, and welcome to a new vlog. My name is Charlotte. I am the trauma-informed teacher. This is my channel, and my channel is all about teacher self-care, balancing work and home life, tips that will help you both with your house and your family time, and also things that will help you do your work tasks a little bit quicker so that you can make time for the things that you love. So welcome if you're new here. So today I am busy. As you see, my hands are dirty. I've been digging. I am busy working in my garden. I am making a wildflower patch this year. So Joe and I came out here yesterday and he helped me clear all the sod and everything. And let me show you where we're at. So the patch is down there. I could not do it in the front of my house because my front flower beds are too shady. So I'm only planting shade flowers there this year. So as you can see, this gets a lot of good afternoon sun, and it's going to be nice and warm for my wildflowers to thrive. So we had to dig out all of the grass, pull out all of the weeds and the grass seeds, everything, all the little things. So did that yesterday. Today I went down there and raked it, and now I'm getting ready to plant my wildflower seeds. So let's go on down there and get that done. One of my favorite things about this house is the fact that it has such great areas for planting. It literally sits on 3 acres. Unfortunately, we cannot stay here forever. We're renting, and our landlord wants to keep the house for her son when he graduates, which will be a couple years. And we might even be moving at the end of the summer this year or early fall, but more info on that to come. I've already actually planted a little bit down here. I planted the zinnia seeds in the front, and now I'm going to plant these wildflower seeds. They have been soaking. I don't think I actually had to soak them, but I did it because it'll make them germinate faster. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set you down here. Hey, Bubby. Hi. Okay, so it said to compress them a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and walk all over these things and make sure they don't fly away in the breeze. Baxter's like, what is she doing? Okay, you helping me? Gardening is a part of my channel in the spring and summer, and even into the fall a little bit, because it's one of my favorite forms of teacher self-care. And this channel is focused on doing the things that you love, that make you happy. So this is my personal one. And I know that there are a lot of teachers who share my affinity for gardening, so I figured I'll throw it in here when I'm doing it. Whatever makes you happy and makes you feel rested and in touch with your authentic self, then I would encourage you to do that whenever you get the chance, as often as you get the chance, because we need those moments in our lives to fill us up and give us the positive outlook and the energy that we need to do the other things that on some days can be difficult. I first got into gardening because I grew up on a farm. My grandparents on both sides of the family were farmers. We lived in a little small farm town in Ohio, and some of my fondest memories from childhood center around gardening with my parents and my grandpa, and sitting in the combine and in the tractor with him as he would plant or harvest things, talking to him. We just spent a lot of family time in our gardens and on the farm doing your everyday like farm chores and gardening chores. In the summertime, that was like one of the biggest things that I did, was help my mom with harvesting and weeding and all of that. So I have like really good memories of those times of my life, and I think that's why now when I want to do something to relax, that's like one of the first things that I go to, because it reminds me of those carefree days of my childhood. Can you hear the woodpecker? Wait a minute. My students have been working on a project for about a month now, and it is wrapping up this week. They have done such a good job learning how to write research reports about famous North Carolina people.
And Layla Damon Hayes was a famous actor born on June 22nd, 2004, and born in Charlotte, North Carolina. In her lifetime, she dreamed to become a doctor. It was really hard for Layla to become distant from her childhood friends. Layla
We're going to actually invite parents in later this week to visit and hear all of their reports. So this beginning of the week, we're recording their research reports.
To be a successful person. Duke Dennis' life challenge was having a poor family. Duke Dennis also met some friends when he started his YouTube career, like Agent, Kyson Nat, Phantom, and Davis.
Good morning. It is Saturday morning, April the 13th, and I am getting ready to do something really exciting. We are going to look at a house. We have been looking in the Edenton area, looked at some land a few years back. We almost purchased a piece of land in Edenton. It is basically like right in the middle between our two oldest daughters, and about an hour or so from the airport, so that we can go visit our youngest daughter who lives far away in Oklahoma right now. Anyway, we wanted to plant ourselves for retirement somewhere where we would be able to visit either of our oldest kids and get on an airplane to visit our other daughter more easily. So our plan always was to own a retirement home kind of in the middle, and since they have all decided where they're at right now, we know that the area of Edenton is a great place for us to look. As you can see, I haven't even made my bed yet, and we're just gonna leave the house and I will deal with that later. It is Saturday, so I don't care. So yeah, still need to brush this, but I got my curls, so let's head out.
Seriously, I love it. The property goes all the way over here, probably that pole.
So we just finished looking at the house a little while ago. What's your honest impression, honey?
What do you mean? My honest impression? I like it.
You like it?
I like the house. It's a little old farmhouse.
It's kind of unique because it has updated features, but yet it is the farmhouse style, and he has been looking for a historic home, and it was built in 1930s, so it has some of that feel to it, but yet being that it's updated, it appeals to me also, which is one of the things we always have a hard time agreeing on a house style, because I'm looking for more modern and he's looking for like older stuff, and this is kind of a good mix. The other thing that we love is the land. The piece of property is just amazing, and the perfect situation for us with the dog. Plenty of room for him to run, room for us to like entertain outside when it's nice. The rooms are smaller because
An old farmhouse that didn't have bathrooms and didn't have a kitchen when it was built.
so they took from the rooms
All
to
of
be able to
that's
make
been
that.
added on.
But the kitchen and the living area are decent size. They're not dinky. They're acceptable size, I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, I like the size of the bedrooms. I wish the closets were bigger, but those were added on too.
But there is a garage that has a lot of shelving that's nice size. It's 2 cars, has plenty of like storage potential out there, so it kind of replaces what we have as our under the house area right now. And there's a deck already on it. It's not huge, but it's acceptable size.
It's pretty big.
It's decent size.
It's decent size, so it's pretty big.
It's all according to what you think big is.
I really like this house. I think we can make it work.
Yep. So we'll see what happens. We're going to try to contact a buying agent to represent us. So we might have a little bit of bargaining power that way, and more knowledge, just trying to do it on our own. I think now we need to start going through our house and decluttering and getting rid of things that we haven't used over the last few years, so that we will not be trying to take so much with us when we move, because no matter what, we're going to need to move in the next year, so it's time to start thinking about that. We were talking about how the house is like, it's on a busy road, but because of the amount of land, it's like, as far as we're concerned, it's okay. A young family is not necessarily going to want it, and that house would be big enough for a young family, but not really big enough for a family with older kids. There's just not enough room in there. And for an elderly couple, it's not necessarily like the, you know,
You're not going to want to climb the stairs to get upstairs.
right. The master is, technically they say the master is on the first floor, but all the bedrooms are pretty much the same size. They're just small farmhouse style bedrooms, so they're not anything like, they're not like a new build to where you have a large master. There's nothing like that, but they're enough, so we don't think that there's going to be a lot of people that would necessarily think this is their ideal house, but it is a great price for the land.
I actually think they're all pretty standard size, like 11 by 12 or 12 by 12.
Yeah, but typically you have a couple of those, and then you have one that's larger for the
Yeah,
master.
There's no master for sure that sets itself above. They almost use the whole upstairs as a master suite.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to do. But make part of it the office, and make the downstairs the spare bedroom for people that come to visit. Do you think that you could fit a set of twin bunk beds and a double in there without being too overcrowded in that downstairs one?
I don't know.
Jumping ahead anyway, because we have to figure out how to get the house. So that's the next step, is to someone who can try to help us. And it wouldn't hurt to go to the bank and talk to them. So it's exciting. Things are getting exciting. I haven't owned a home since 2005, 2006, something like that. It's been a long time. So I am just working on moving some of my winter clothes out of this room and reorganizing my spring and summer clothes a little bit better. I'm not going to get to everything tonight. I'm going to still have a couple of baskets that I need to go through and some hanging that I need to do in the spare room. But as you can see, there's not a humongous pile over there anymore. And these things that are right here are ready to be put away. So that's what I'm going to work on. That's my main goal, is to try to get everything put away that's around the bed tonight. In that way, I will not have problems resting this evening, and that will be a huge step in the right direction. So yeah, I've got a bunch of sweaters over there, some towels. I need to do some little projects throughout the week this week. One thing I need to do is reorganize my bathroom, like linen closet, because things are just not the way that I like them, and Joe's kind of been like shoving things in there, so I need to put it back the way that I prefer it to be. I need to take everything out of my dresser drawers over there and reorganize the things that I fold. So I did hang quite a few things this time, just because it'll make my life a little bit easier when I go to reorganize. Everything is kind of like shoved in there. And you can't see it, but behind the door over there, there's like a little pile of kind of random stuff that was left over in this room that was hiding underneath all the clothes stacks. So I just kind of need to put some things away. But yeah, that's what we're up to tonight. Gonna get this done, and then I have a grocery haul for you, and I'm gonna get that stuff put away before I do a little bit of lesson planning. Good morning. It is actually now Monday morning, and I fell asleep last night. I was tired, so I got my closet taken care of, and then I laid down with the best of intentions of, getting back up again, but that did not happen. But you know what? That's what the weekends are for, especially this time of year with the students being as energetic as they are. Sometimes as teachers, like, we have great plans for the weekend and we end up doing a lot of laying around and recouping from the week. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog out here, but I just wanted to say that I give you permission, especially in April, May, and if you have school in June, to come home and do a little bit of nothing if that's what you need to do. I will definitely get to some of these other projects throughout the week this week, but I'm happy with what I've gotten done. I have a lot of areas of my house like coming back together again. I've gotten some spring cleaning done. Still need to do more, but there's always more to do. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my breakfast and get ready for school today. But I hope y'all have a fabulous week. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening and watching. I appreciate all of you. As always, don't forget to work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen. Bye-bye.